Whoops, motherfucking whoop, guys. You already know it's the one and only Miss Chocolate, and that means again that it is Friday. And happy Cinco de Mayo to those who are celebrating. Um, so, this week's topic. What? What? This week's topic of the week was introduction to the Juggalo subculture, and what you would do, or if you do actually try to school people on it. And of course, for me, the answer is yes, within reason. Um, I mean, for me, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is that it's, for me personally, it's a state of mind and it's a love of music. If you can have the state of mind where you can actually sit there and understand the music, then you're more open to it. For me, it's for me, the Juggalo music since I was young has always been like kind of a safety blanket for me, actually. So, I mean, it's different for everybody. So, as long as you have the state of mind to be open to loving different music, it's a lot easier for you to understand why people appreciate the music. I mean, Crazy McCormick probably said it best, of course, introducing the Riddle Box. The Riddle Box was my personal favorite. I came in at the era of the Great Malenko, but Riddle Box was the very first album that I listened to. Toy Box was actually one of the first songs that I ever listened to. And that was just a funny song. And that's what got me more into it. Was listening to the funny stuff, well, first, and then listening to the more deep stuff. And then, of course, you've got those people like Crazy said that talk about, Satanism and everything like that. And first off, not that there's anything wrong with Satanists. I mean, there's the people that are the extreme Satanists, and then there's the people that, are the ones that, see Lucifer as a fallen angel. I mean, there's a whole bunch of, yeah. But there's nothing wrong with those. Just like, there's extreme evangelical Christians, and then there's just Christians. So, anyways, but, I mean, you introduce them to the Wraith. You show them the unveiling. Me personally, when I was asked, I've been asked a couple different times, what can I give advice to? What songs do I give advice to, like, to listen to? And I mean, of course, I'm not going to give the typical answer of all the popular ones. Like, Hocus Pocus and Netting Game, Mac. I hated when you said dating game. It makes my skin crawl. Makes my skin crawl when anybody calls it the dating game. So, but, things like the dating game and Cotton Candy and, Boogeyman and, those are the ones that I wouldn't necessarily want to introduce people to. The very first song that I always recommend is Pass Me By. That's one of the first ones that I always have on a suggestion list. But, I mean, for the people that actually want to learn about the subculture, basically, I just say that it's a love of music. If you have a love of music and have your heart open to different types of music, then you can possibly appreciate the Juggalo subculture. And of course, like Max said, there's some people that aren't worth teaching. All the time I hear the things like, we're all drug addicts, and I've been called a bad mom because I listen to ICP. And of course, the gang related stuff, and and unfortunately, because people aren't open and aren't open-minded in order to actually see the message of the music. I mean, of course, we're going to get pegged as gang members and violent and, stupid and this, that, and the other. And it's whatever. The people like that are nothing more than closed-minded people that are very set in their ways. And that's fine. I mean, it's whatever. You go like your Justin Bieber and stuff like that, and I'll stick with my ICP and everything else. So, but anyways, I guess that's the easiest way to tell my side. And of course, Behind the Paint is a very good way to start people off too. But for some people, I know that they don't like reading. So just actually talking to them is a great way. I mean, introducing it as a, like any other music, as a getaway is the best way to introduce it. Is basically telling them that, if you're having a rough day and you're stressed, this kind of music can make it all better. Just like some other music makes it all better for some other people. It's all about preference. So anyways, I'm going to get going because it's about time to put little Miss Sicky to bed. And my nose is running like a motherfucker. Everybody in the house is sick. So, and I'm just starting to get the blunt of it. So I'm going to get going, guys. Much motherfucking wicked clown love. Don't get too drunk tonight. And if you are, please don't drive and drink. So catch an Uber, catch a Lyft, whatever, and stay safe. Later, guys.